Mean Girls, the brand new version of the 2004 original film. This is the first movie that I have went to the movie theater to go see. It's, I got my last popcorn, I got my last Pepsi Max. I got, sat in a movie theater and I thought, hey, I want to review a movie for you guys. And I'm like, you know what? I'll cover the new Mean Girls and give my thoughts of it. And, like the original Mean Girls that came out in 2004, I mean, I've seen it. I may have seen it once, maybe twice. Like, look, it's in the pop culture side, guys. I think people know what Black Book is. People know about Fetch and don't make Fetch a thing. The sexy Christmas outfits, walking down the sled or whatever the song is they're dancing to. Jingle Bell Rock, what it is. It's in the pop culture zeitgeist. So it's, it's like The Godfather. Like, I always say, like, people who've never seen The Godfather, I'm like, in a way, you probably have always seen it, or you think you've seen it, because it's been parodied. How many times have we seen, there's an offer you can't not confuse, and you don't need to see The Godfather to know that's from The Godfather. And that's the same thing with Mean Girls. You know about Fetch, because it's just in the pop culture zeitgeist, and all that. So, and Regina George, and all that. But yeah, I've seen the film once, maybe twice. I think it's like, what, 5, 6 years ago since I've seen it. Where I'm like, oh, it's been a while, I'll watch it for the sake of it. And that. But it's not a film that's so linked into my head and so linked to, the love of film I have. It isn't. It isn't to a stretch of imagine. But this new version of it is a remake, it's a reboot, is a very beat by beat remake. The story of it, of Candy kid in high school, bumps into the popular kids, known as the Plastics, with Regina George and two other girls, and the plan is to, because Candy likes Regina's ex, to ruin Regina's high school career and her popularity, because Regina is a horrible person. She is will lie to people, or just obsessed with people, or just, say horrible things to people. Like the Black Book, which is, here's a bunch of things, here's a photo of someone, here's what I think of them. And you see, she's terrible with friends. So the idea is like, fuck you, Gina, you deserve all the hate you get. And Kenny becomes the new Mean Girl. She becomes becomes the new Regina in that. And it's the high school message of like, be yourself and you're enough, and don't change for anyone. Peer pressure, high school good stuff, and don't be, if you like someone, yourself is enough. And I love, and so it's like the Ugly Duckling story as well, and all that. Anyway, so that's roughly what the story is. As much as it is a shot-for-shot remake, the big change is, and the big thing is, outside of the social media stuff, is that it's an adaptation of the Broadway musical. So that includes singing, that includes dance numbers, that includes changing the aspect ratio. Every time, I think what it is, they're trying to have like a natural, like artistic reason of why out of the blue people decided to dance and sing. And what they try to show is that, everyone's having a fever dream. Everyone's just singing the song in their heads and having their like imagination version of it. Like, when Candy sees what's it? When Candy sees Aaron, she's having the love heart, like, oh, I'm in love. I don't understand love, but now I do, and starts singing the song, and it's in the aspect ratio with the black bars, and it's all wonderful, and she's swinging in the class on a love swing, and then we pan a quick pan towards her classmates, going, what the hell? And that's in a wide, so it kind of give us a hint that, like, okay, the characters ain't really singing and dancing. It's just 95% of the time, it's in their heads. It's the fever dream. There's a couple of times where they just keep it in the wide, in the full widescreen, which is there's one song with uh oh with Ennis Ennis and character, which essentially like is basically the message of the movie, which is like fuck you, I'll be myself. Just tell the world to fuck off. Whoever tells you to change just because of whatever status quo it is. That song is in the wide. That's in the full thing, but 95% of the time it is like in the thing. The songs themselves, I won't lie, most of them I didn't find them that memorable or that good. They kind of felt very, oddly enough, very like cliche musical number type of tropes, which is, oh, I'm feeling this, so I'm just going to sing this song. And maybe because I'm so used to like Greatest Showman, which is like, oh, here's a song on the way, here's a song that you could literally listen on the way and wouldn't know it's from a musical. Like, you could listen to like Rewrite the Stars on the Greatest Showman, and if you didn't know where it was from, you could just listen to it. And be like, on the way and be captivated by how good that song is. With this, it's very with Mean Girls, it does feel very like, I am lost, I am this, I am that. Like I heard about the Regina George song, and people are like hyping it up, and people are like, it's a damn good song. And I'm listening to it first, and I'm like, seriously? Okay. That's the main song. Okay. But then there's a repeat called World Burnt, where it's like the villain song where Regina's like, I'm going to have my vengeance on you, Candy, and the rest of the store. I'm going to have my vengeance. I'm like, okay, that's a good version of like, I'm Regina George. Like, I'm like, good. But there's a couple other songs I like, but mostly the two songs I like are basically the two songs from like the Halloween scene, which is called, one's called Simply Called Sexy. I thought it was called Halloween because they mentioned Halloween like 45 times. And then you have this other one is called It's Going to Hurt, which is like Regina's like, Aaron, you can't run away from me. You can't run away from me. Oh, that little girl and that new girl likes you. Well, she can't have you because you're mine now, bitch. I like that's a pretty good. Even though the ending felt a little bit like the ending of the song, I was like, the dance numbers are really well choreographed and all that. And that, like, the thing about musicals, if you think about it, they're kind of like comedies and they're kind of like horror films. With comedies, all you need to do is make the audience laugh, right? With horror films, all you need to do is make people stare, and you could have done everything else wrong. With musicals, you kind of just need to make the musical numbers good. And the singer, like, there wasn't one bad singer. There's always like one bad singer in the group. I think they joke about the actors who like, you're not going to hear me sing. Like, you have those, but I just, like, it's good, okay? And there was an audience in the crowd that was digging it up. They were like cheering and clapping and commentating, like when the character was a bit, like they literally called like, oh my god, that bit, like it's like it felt like I was like, it's the plastics all like are the Mean Girls like oh like did Last Action Hero happen? Like that's what I was thinking. Did Last Action Hero happen? But it was like Mean Girls, eating it up. So there's an audience there, and it could easily and. I mean, I would say this. If this movie makes $1 billion, I would say this. I think the sequel is Pink. Barbie, Pink. Mean Girls, Pink. I think Pink might be the thing. But here's the thing. This is my thoughts. This is my opinion. Give me, comment below. If you've seen the new Mean Girls, give me your thoughts in the comments.